The next topic we're going to discuss are what we call the 4 pillars of human movement. And these are 4 general movement patterns that all able-bodied, healthy individuals should be able to perform. And they're going to be fundamental to building your workout around these 4 types of movement. So we'll take them one at a time. I'll give you some examples. Some of them will look very familiar, some of them may not be so familiar. But stay with me and we'll get through it. So the first pillar we're going to talk about for human movement is gait or locomotion. And obviously, when we think of gait, we think of walking, which is our most fundamental movement pattern. And I don't think we need to belabor the idea of walking and how to do it, other than a couple of postural cues. Make sure that when you're walking, you're upright, chin back, keeping a good posture. We don't want to be walking around with this rounded back look, okay? Get up, get those shoulders back. Ideally, good posture should look like something with an ear hole, shoulder, hip, knee, and ankle joint should all be in one line, okay? But as long as you're walking, that's the main thing. So walking is one form of gait or locomotion. We also have stepping. So many of you have taken like an aerobics class where you're stepping up onto a level, stepping back down, stepping back up, stepping back down. So stepping is another really important movement pattern, especially if you live in an apartment or someplace where there are stairs. So when we're talking about stepping, the height of this aerobic step is about 4 inches, which may be enough for a lot of you to start with. But eventually you want to work up to 8 inches. And what's so magical about 8 inches? Well, that's the general code for stairs. And so you want to work up to that height. You can, of course, go up to higher heights, but within reason. So always train efficiently and intelligently. Don't overstep your abilities. But starting with a low step here and learning to alternate, pick those knees up, use the arms, and back up and down. So we've got walking, stepping. Here's one some of you may not have done for a long time, and that's skipping. So don't do this if you've got any issues with your Achilles tendon, bad knees, bad hips. Just stick with walking and stepping for now. But a skip is basically an opposite arm, opposite leg movement to start with, and then skipping. So notice it's opposite arm, opposite leg, keeping upright, and within about 30 seconds, your heart rate should get up pretty good. And that's sort of a precursor to running. So running may not be appropriate for you. There's no reason you have to do that if you can't do it, or there's pain and that kind of thing. So always use common sense. No pain in any of these exercises. When I'm saying pain, I'm referring specifically to joint pain. So we've got, for our gait or locomotion, we've got walking, we've got stepping, we've got skipping, we've got running, and when we're in a full sense of locomotion, you might think of this also as any cardiovascular activity you might do, like riding a bike, rowing, swimming, any of those activities obviously that get your heart rate up. But the fundamental things I want you to focus on, make sure you can do safely and efficiently, are walking, stepping, and maybe skipping if it's appropriate for you.